The topic of love in the 21st century is a complex and nuanced one, with many different factors at play. With the rise of technology and social media, it's easier than ever to connect with potential partners from all around the world. But at the same time, the abundance of choice and the pressure to present a curated version of oneself can make it harder to find a genuine connection. The question of whether it's easier or harder to find love in the 21st century is a hotly debated one, and in this video, we'll be taking a closer look at some of the key factors at play and offering some tips for finding love in this digital age. The rise of dating apps have made it easier than ever to connect with potential partners. With just a few swipes or clicks, you can access a seemingly endless pool of potential matches. Many dating apps use algorithms to match users based on shared interests, values, and lifestyles, making it easier to find people who are compatible with you. This eliminates the need for traditional forms of dating, such as meeting through friends, in a bar or nightclub, or through a dating agency, which could be time-consuming, costly, and not always successful. However, the convenience of dating apps also comes with its own set of challenges. With so many options available, it can be difficult to stand out and make a real connection. Additionally, the pressure to present a curated version of oneself on dating apps can lead to disappointment and frustration when the relationship moves offline. People often exaggerate their qualities and hide their flaws on dating apps, leading to a mismatch between expectations and reality. Another problem is that dating apps can often promote superficial relationships and a culture of instant gratification. It is easy to dismiss potential partners based on a single photo or a short bio, rather than getting to know them as a whole person. This can make people less committed and less likely to invest in a relationship. It's important to remember that dating apps are just one tool in the search for love, and not a magic solution. While dating apps can make it easier to connect with potential partners, they can't replace the importance of communication, trust, and compatibility in a relationship. The impact of social media. Social media has had a significant impact on the way we perceive and navigate relationships in the 21st century. On one hand, social media makes it easy to stay connected with loved ones and share important moments. It allows us to stay in touch with friends and family, regardless of distance, and to share our lives with others. Social media also provides a platform for people to express their feelings and emotions, which can be a powerful tool in building and strengthening relationships. On the other hand, social media can also create unrealistic expectations and make it difficult to distinguish between genuine connections and superficial ones. Constant access to other people's highlight reels can make us feel like our own lives are inadequate, and the pressure to present a perfect image of oneself on social media can be overwhelming. It can also lead to feelings of jealousy, insecurity, and inadequacy, particularly when people are constantly exposed to the seemingly perfect lives of others. Moreover, social media can also negatively affect relationships. The constant availability and accessibility of social media can make it difficult for people to disconnect and spend quality time with their partners. It can also lead to a lack of privacy and trust issues. Social media can also create a breeding ground for cyberbullying, harassment, and other forms of online abuse, which can have a detrimental effect on mental health and relationships. In conclusion, while social media can be a powerful tool in building and maintaining relationships, it's important to use it mindfully and be aware of its potential negative impacts. It's crucial to set boundaries and make sure that social media doesn't consume too much of our time and energy, and to be aware of the potential traps of comparing ourselves to others or creating unrealistic expectations. The importance of communication. Communication is key to making any relationship work, and this holds true in the 21st century as well. With the rise of technology and social media, it's more important than ever to be able to clearly communicate your needs, wants, and boundaries. This is especially important in the context of dating apps, where the majority of the interactions are through text and online communication, which can be misinterpreted or misunderstood. Effective communication can help build trust, understanding, and intimacy in a relationship. Being able to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs clearly can help avoid misunderstandings and conflicts. It can also help to build a deeper connection with your partner and understand their perspective. However, communication is not just about expressing ourselves, it's also about listening actively. Listening to your partner, understanding their thoughts and feelings, and being willing to compromise are essential components of effective communication. Moreover, it's important to note that communication is not just verbal, it's also nonverbal. Paying attention to body language, tone of voice, and other nonverbal cues can help to understand the underlying message and respond accordingly. In conclusion, communication is vital to the success of any relationship, and it's especially important in the 21st century, with the rise of technology and social media. Clear, open, and honest communication, along with active listening, can help to build trust, understanding, and intimacy in a relationship. Tips for finding love in the 21st century: be open-minded. Having a rigid list of what you're looking for in a partner can limit your options and make it harder to find someone who truly resonates with you. Be open to different types of people, backgrounds, and experiences. Be authentic. Don't try to present a false version of yourself on dating apps or social media. Be honest about who you are and what you're looking for. This will attract people who are genuinely interested in you, and not just a curated version of yourself. Communicate your needs and boundaries clearly. Make sure to express your needs, wants, and boundaries clearly and respectfully. This can help to avoid misunderstandings and conflicts, and build trust and understanding in a relationship. Don't compare your relationship to others on social media. Social media can create unrealistic expectations and make it easy to compare your relationship to others. Remember that everyone's journey is unique, and what works for others might not work for you. Be patient and don't rush into a relationship. Finding love takes time and patience. Don't rush into a relationship just because you feel like you should be in one. Take the time to get to know someone and let the relationship develop naturally. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and try new things. Be open to new experiences and don't be afraid to try new things. Whether it's joining a new club, taking a class, or trying out a new dating app, putting yourself out there can increase your chances of meeting someone new. Be open to different forms of love and connection. Love can take many different forms, and it doesn't always have to be romantic. Be open to different types of connections, whether it's with friends, family, or a new hobby. Take time to focus on self-love and self-care. Taking care of yourself and loving yourself is essential to being able to attract and maintain healthy relationships. Make sure to take time for yourself, practice self-care, and work on building a positive self-image. Conclusion. In conclusion, finding love in the 21st century is a complex and nuanced topic, with many different factors at play. The rise of dating apps and social media has made it easier to connect with potential partners, but it has also increased competition and the pressure to present a curated version of oneself. Effective communication, being open-minded, authentic, and focusing on self-love and self-care are key to finding love in this digital age. Social media can be a powerful tool for building and maintaining relationships, but it's important to use it mindfully and be aware of its potential negative impacts. It's crucial to set boundaries and make sure that social media doesn't consume too much of our time and energy, and to be aware of the potential traps of comparing ourselves to others or creating unrealistic expectations. Remember that finding love takes time and patience, and that everyone's journey is unique. Don't rush into a relationship just because you feel like you should be in one. Take the time to get to know someone, and let the relationship develop naturally. It's important to be open to different forms of love and connection, whether it's with friends, family, or a new hobby. And always remember that self-love is the foundation of any healthy relationship. In summary, while finding love in the 21st century may come with its own set of challenges, it is still possible with the right mindset and approach. By being open-minded, authentic, and clear in communication and focusing on self-love and self-care, we can find meaningful connections in a digital age.